Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to start the 2015 Khasapa Wachipa Na Ushkate Black Hills Pow-wow Youth Day. My name is Whitney Rencounter II. I'm the coordinator for the Ate programs in Rapid City area schools. I'm going to serve as the MC, the Yapaha for the Youth Day, as well as the powwow that is going on throughout the weekend. And I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you, students, faculty, staff, all the dancers, the drum, especially the Black Hills Powwow Board of Directors, Indian Ed, Rapid City area schools, Dr. Timothy Mitchell and all of his staff, but most of all the community of Rapid City for allowing us to help this event grow. This event, back in 2009, we had Youth Day, and there was 7 students that showed up. Today, over 4,000 of you are showing up for Black Hills Powwow Youth Day. Give yourselves a round of applause. This time, before we do anything, we always like to start out with a prayer. That is what it means to be Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, and all the tribes. So I'd like to ask each and every one of you, those of you that can, remove your headgear and please rise. During this prayer song, you can pray, meditate, think good thoughts for our community, the communities around, and for a great, wonderful celebration this weekend. So I'm going to sing a prayer song, and at this time, you can offer your thoughts, your prayers, your good thoughts towards all of your friends, maybe that are struggling, going through hard times, maybe those of you that are working hard in school, maybe those of you that are working hard in this community. Think of those things while I'm singing this song. Wakata katoka shela hey ya wayelo toka shela wakata ka hey ya hoye wayelo daku waka na mech ho elo hey 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 wakata ka toka shela hey ya wayelo toka shela wakata ka hey ya ho ye wa yelo daku aka na me je hu hey oh how mitaka. So you may be seated at this time. Friends and relatives, students, faculty, staff, as we move forward this weekend, right here in the Civic Center, in the heart of the Black Hills, the Khasapa, this land is considered sacred by our relatives, and it's a beautiful place to live. And we've worked hard in partnership with many in the community and the surrounding communities to help this event become a place that creates understanding, that creates unity in our community. And the notion that all children are sacred. And that's what it means. And that's what is going to take place today on behalf of the Black Hills Powwow Board. And as this year's MC, it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce to you our opening speaker, a person that is serving as this past year's Miss Khasapa Wachipi Na Oshkate, Miss Black Hills Powwow. Let's give a warm welcome to Rachel Kelly.
Hihani washte. Chante washte na pechi uzapi. Lakota ki ishnalamani wi imachiapi ksto washichu chaje ki Rachel Kelly imachiapi. Hello, good morning. My name is Rachel Kelly. My Lakota name is Walks Alone. Excuse me. I want to welcome all of you today to the Hesapa Youth Day. It's been a great honor to represent this powwow for the past year. I want to say thank you to you guys for coming. I'm sorry I'm kind of jittery today. It's a little nervous speaking to a lot of people, but it's okay. Throughout this past year, it's been an interesting ride because I was going through my senior year of high school, a lot of school, applying for colleges, traveling to powwows when I could. And throughout my youth, like when I was in year grades, just Rapid City, I was down on the reservation. I was at Rocky Ford Elementary, and throughout 8th grade, from pre-K to 8th grade, I was there. I wasn't that interested in school, I can honestly admit that, but after a while, I've become known to like love it. I wanted to go all the time. It was important for me because I realized that it's a necessity in life. So I wanted to talk to you guys about how if you're not really interested right now, it's gonna get better, trust me. You're gonna get to high school, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna meet all these new opportunities that are gonna kind of brighten your path. And right now I'm taking a semester off from college because I need to get my focus straight in life and figure out what I truly wanna do. But I'll be back in the spring, and I wanna say, even if you have like a small blockage and you need to kind of take a break from your education in between the transition from high school to college, it's fine because what you're going to be going to college for is what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. It's an important choice. So for all of you future high school students, take your time in choosing what you want to do. If you don't like it, you can change your major and you could explore different options. But one thing is not to give up. Don't give up on your education, continue on. And once again, I want to thank you for coming to enjoy the day with us. And I want to thank you to all the artists and the speakers and the dancers who are coming today to perform. Thanks again. Palamia.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Khasapa Wachipi, Rachel Kelly. At this time, it gives me great honor and privilege to introduce to you the next special guest today. Down in Albuquerque, New Mexico, every year they have a celebration called the Gathering of Nations. And each of the representatives, there's over 500 tribes in over America, Canada, United States, over 500 tribes, over 500 different languages, 500 different customs. A lot of them gather down in Gathering of Nations to vie for the title 2015 Miss Indian World. And today, ladies and gentlemen, this year's dignitary that is representing that powwow is here with us today. She is from Newtown, North Dakota, located on the 4th Berthold Indian Reservation. She's an enrolled member of the Sac and Fox Nation of Oklahoma, also a descendant of the Cheyenne, Pawnee, Ote, Kiowa, Hidatsa, and Arikara. This past May, she graduated with her Bachelor of Science in Psychology degree from North Dakota State University. Currently, she is working on her master's degree at NDSU. She hopes to graduate in 2017 with her Master's of Public Health degree, specializing in American Indian public health. She grew up in the powwow arena, as well as in a Native American church, and she is very happy to be here in Rapid City with all of you Rapid City area school students. Let's give a warm welcome for 2015 Miss Indian World, Cheyenne Brady.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, you guys look good. Hi. Okay, how many of you guys got woke up this morning by your parents or grandparents or guardians? Let me see. Holy. Okay, how many of you guys used an alarm clock to get up this morning? Okay, a couple of you. Well, right here too. So your parents and your grandparents, your guardians, they woke you up because they wanted you to go to school. And what do we go to school for? No, we go to school. Oh, okay, let's see. Right there in the purple. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so everyone says we go to school to learn new things. And we're going to school to learn new things so we can make something of ourselves, so that when we get older, we can do something. We can, what do you want to be when you get older? Okay, we're going to go way up here in the green. You got to holler so I could hear you. He wants to be a cop. Yeah, you have to go to school to be a cop. Okay, what about you? An army soldier. Okay, one more. Let's go way, way up there. Let's see, who can holler? Okay, in the blue, over there. Yep. Well, too nervous. Yeah, tell me. Man, I can't hear him, but I know it's something good. But we go to school so that we can be, do something good. We have to, when we get older, you have to be an adult, and you're gonna have kids, and you're gonna have to take care of them too. But your parents, they wake you up in the morning because they want you to do good for yourselves. They want you to follow your dreams. And if they didn't care about you, they wouldn't do those things. They wouldn't buy you the clothes that you have, the shoes that you have. They wouldn't, take you to, I like Sonic. How many of you guys like Sonic? They wouldn't take you to Sonic after school. And sometimes at the age we are, we take those things for granted. Sometimes we expect those things. So real quick, I want you guys to think of someone who does a lot for you on the daily, whether sometimes you deserve it or sometimes you don't, Think of that person, and today I want you to appreciate them and do something for them, write them a card, call them, text them. I know a lot of you guys have phones. I didn't have a phone when I was your age. Make them feel good, make them know that you appreciate them, because I promise you, they go above and beyond for you. And another thing is, how many of you guys ever see natives or Indians or outside of the Pow-wow? Okay, a lot of you guys really have to cohabitate together. And one thing that I notice sometimes is that it's hard for us to respect each other when we have different colored skin, and that's something that we need to do. I need to respect you, and I need to know what you go through on the daily and how to talk to you. And sometimes it's kind of hard. And in every society, we have those people, or in every ethnicity or culture, we have a couple people that are, quote unquote, bad eggs, and sometimes they ruin it for all of us. And sometimes that's what our native people are subject to. There'll be one bad egg out there that does something, and then everyone hears about it, and then all of a sudden they treat everyone that way, like they did that. And so what I'm trying to get at is, don't let that one person ruin it for the entire race. And sometimes that's what happens to our race, and our kids get treated different. And so, you wouldn't, if you have an uncle that did something, you don't want me to treat you some kind of way because I think you're like your uncle or your auntie, that someone in your life that did something. So just erase those negative stereotypes, because just like you all, we have these people who are amazing role models for us, and they do these great things. And then just like in other ethnicities, we have these people who are struggling. But that's okay, we're not ashamed of them. We want to help them, help each other. If there's someone that's having a bad day, pick them up. That's what we're here for, that we have to help each other. And I thank you all for being here. I love learning about all these places, and we're in the home of the Sioux people, the Lakota Sioux people. And did you guys know that way before any of us are here right now, it was all, can you guys tell me who was here first? Okay, go ahead. Right there. No, you right there in the gap. Yeah, and so we have to respect each other. Natives were here first, and the Lakota Sioux and the Cheyenne were here, and they're good allies, and I'm happy to say that I come from the Cheyenne and that I can, take part and be a part of the ally system, that I'm a descendant from them. So in closing, I just want to say, be thankful for your parents, those people who help you. Get rid of negative stereotypes. Respect each other, be good to one another. One of these days you're gonna look around and someone sitting by you isn't gonna be here, and you're gonna, I wish I would have smiled at them. I wish I would have said hi to them that day. Respect each other, take courage, be prideful, chase your dreams. We're all gonna fall down a couple of times, and me too. I ran for Miss Indian World 4 years ago, didn't get it. Something I always dreamed about. What I do? Cried my eyes out when I didn't get it. But I took 4 years, I graduated college, I matured. Then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try again. So I did, and by the creator, he helped me, and I got it, and now I'm doing something that I love to do, and it's something that I would have never been able to do when I was 18 4 years ago. And so how many of you guys heard of the term Godspeed? Yeah, remember that. If it doesn't work out the first time, it'll work out the second time or the third time or the fourth time, or maybe something better will come along. So just keep that hope and that determination within yourself that everything is going to be okay and everything is going to work out the way Creator wants it to work out. And you can be anything you want to be. Just like some of these kids, they want to be cops, they want to go to the army. They can do that. You guys can do that. Respect each other. Make healthy choices. I'm a Master of Public Health student, so I'm going to drill it, How many of you guys have parents that smoke? Grandparents probably. A whole bunch of grandparents smoke. Yeah, that's, try not to pick up that habit. It's something that, isn't too good for us. Be healthy, how many of you guys eat your vegetables? Don't lie to me now. Are you guys telling me the truth? Okay, that's good. Eat your veggies. Have one dessert every now and then. Be healthy. You want to be here for a long time. How many of you guys have really, really old grandparents? Yeah, see, you want to be here when you're old and you want to see all your little grandkids. So make healthy choices. Be educated. Get your education. Get up. Go to school. Have fun. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your childhood. You're young. Soon you're going to have to be an adult. You're going to have to pay all your bills, and it's not fun, I promise you. So enjoy the time now. Enjoy all the people in your life. And along the way, try to learn more about yourself. We as Natives, we have our languages and our history, and we're trying to revive them right now. But you guys too, you all come from somewhere. Can someone tell me where they come from? Okay, let's go up high. Okay, right there in the dark. Yeah, you. Put your hand still up. Oh, turned around. Yeah, the blonde hair. I can't hear her. South Dakota. Okay, anyone know their real roots, where they came from long time ago, where their grandparents came from? That's awesome that you're from South Dakota though. Anyone, are you Norwegian? Are you French? Anyone know those? Okay, right here. Huh? Washington? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm getting nowhere over here. But what I'm trying to get at is, long time ago, some of you guys came from, some of your grandparents, they came from, England, Germany, I don't know, they came from all over Italy. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Find out more about yourself. And that gives you a wonder of, this awesome feeling, because you know who you are, you know where you come from. Maybe there's dishes from your homelands that you can start making. And man, I thank you all for coming. Be healthy, be educated, respect each other, learn more about who you are and where you come from. Get rid of negative stereotypes, because we all have to live here together on this earth, and Creator put you here for a reason. So try to find that purpose, get some knowledge, get educated. Thank you guys for coming and learning about who we are and where we come from. I hope you guys enjoy all the dancing. And hey, you guys are getting out of school and you guys are getting educated. That's awesome. And can we give a big round of applause to all your teachers who took the time to bring you here? Yes.
Rapid City Area Schools, give it up for Miss Indian World, Cheyenne Brady. At this time, we're going to do a quick roll call to see what schools are here today. When I call your school name, I want you to holler as loud as you can. All right, first up, Star Academy. All right, that one teacher is there. All right, moving on to Kayo Lakota Wolako. Enemy Swim Day School, Wabe. All right, our Dakota relatives. The Strandberg family, Latimer family. All right, a few of them. South Middle School. All right, that must have been Kara Condon. All right, moving on to Alexis Health, Alberta, Canada. All right, next up, Little Lone School. Loneman School. All right, moving on to the rest. Douglas High School. South Canyon. Corral Drive. Black Hawk Elementary. Pinedale. South Park. West Middle School. Stevens High School. Pinedale. Central High School. Douglas Middle School. Rapid City High School. Robbinsdale Elementary. Horseman Elementary. Norwood Elementary. General Beetle. Wilson. East Middle School. Valley View. Rapid Valley. Southwest Middle School. And our largest group today, North Middle School. Everybody, that is all students and staff, make some noise. Awesome, awesome. Great way to start out a weekend once again for Black Hills Pow-wow. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our next presenter, Mr. Charles Denny of the Chippewa Cree and Northern Ute Tribe, residing in Fort Duchesne, Utah, Utah Valley University graduate, Bachelor of Science Psychology degree, two-time world champion hoop dancer during the 6 times attending the championships, placing in each year in the competition. Give it up for our hoop dancer, Mr. Charles Denny. And as he is making his way, setting up his hoops here, as he gets towards the end of his presentations, we're going to call upon a few of the students to come out to volunteer, so please stand by, and we will let you know when that time comes.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today? My name is Charles Denny, and I come from Utah. I am a Northern Ute and also a Chippewa Cree enrolled in Rocky Boy, Montana. I am 26 years old. I recently graduated with a bachelor's in psychology with an emphasis to social work. I am taking a year off to do some practice, and I also will be pursuing my master's degree in social work. I'm here to present the hoop dance. How many of you have seen hoop dancing? I'm sure a lot of you have. I learned this hoop dance from one of my grandfathers out of Canada, out of Edmonton, Alberta. This hoop dance comes from one of my grandfathers. I am a northern style hoop dancer. Today I will be showing a 20 hoop routine. I was taught this about the age of 8 years old. Today I hold some titles. I've won some world championship titles. I also was able to travel throughout and share my gift of the hoop dance. This hoop dance, the story comes from it as a healing dance. It uses a lot of different types of formations, different types of moves, the things that we see on this earth today, different animals, different types of elements. This hoop dance is something that is kind of incorporates everything together. It shows lightning, it shows different types of illusions, and it's kind of like a healing dance. So it was told a long time ago it was able to doctor people. That's the way I take it today, and I hope you guys see something good out of it. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. Being out of school and all, it should be a good Friday, right? This hoop dance was something that was taught to me. It didn't come easy. I was taught basic moves, and that was all I was taught. And after that, I had to learn the rest myself. So all this stuff today is the things that I worked on over the years. The things that I worked on were things that I had to incorporate with my dance. As I said, I was a world championship champion. I won it in the teen division, and as soon as I turned 18, I won it in adult division, being the youngest adult to win the championships in the adult category. I come through a lot of learning from this hoop dance. I was taught a lot of things from it in my self-experience. When I first started, it was kind of slow. It was kind of hard for me to learn. And then as I started to learn, it's kind of like schooling. Many of you guys go to school. Many of you have sports that you are involved with. The sports, it doesn't come easy unless you practice it. School doesn't come easy unless you practice it and just work hard at it. That's how this hoop dance came towards me. The first year I went down to the championships, I took 3rd place. I knew that I was gonna be part, that I can compete with some of the better competition. So throughout the year, I motivated myself, I pushed myself to become a little bit better so I can try to retain that #1 spot. That next year, I ended up coming up 1 spot and hitting 2nd place in the teen division. So I kind of knew I was on the right track. The next year, I tried a little bit harder. As I went to the championships, when I was 17 years old in the teen division, I was able to win the championship as a teen. I finally met that goal. I finally got over that hurdle, that hump. And after that, I had to set myself up on a new goal. Going into my senior year of high school, I became the high school basketball captain in a 4A school. So it was a pretty big school in the city. And doing that, I had to retain that, keep practicing hoop dancing as well. That next year when I turned 18 in the adults, I set the goal for myself to be in the top 6 as an adult. And as I went through that, after the basketball game that Friday night, I flew to Phoenix. The championships was the next day. I was spent, I was tired. So I kind of pushed myself and remembered that goal that I had for myself. As I pushed myself, I went to the championships and I was able to come out with a world champion by 2 points. After that, I know that I was able to come over that type of hurdle. It took a lot of challenges, things that were kind of difficult for me. I had to have a strong mind, strong heart, support of family, friends, surrounding myself by good people. I was able to become the world champion that year. As I graduated high school, I kind of wondered, okay, I came to this point in my life, what do I do now? I went to college. I went to college not knowing what I wanted to do. I was scared. I wasn't sure if it was for me. It took a lot. It took a lot of hard work. I used to powwow dance a lot. Used to travel all over the place. I kind of had to put that onto the side and stay close to school, stay close to home, and I had to put my dancing off to the side. After so many years, I was able this past year to come out with my bachelor's degree of psychology, and it was a very good, awesome hurdle that I had overcame. Now, the next challenge that I have for myself is to keep going with school. This hoop dance is something that comes with me, that I can bring to you guys, I can present to you guys as a teaching from my elders, from my people, from traditions. You know, a lot of our old chiefs, a lot of our old people used to pray for people like us, our generations, the younger generations. They used to pray for us to learn to be people who we can carry on the traditions. So with myself, I'm trying to be that type of person, to keep on to make them proud in their spirit world. This hoop dance today, I will be presenting 20 hoops, and like they said at the end, we'll be asking for some volunteers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, also with us today to sing the songs for Mr. Charles Denny and the rest of the dancers, I'd like to introduce to you a drum group that has traveled throughout the United States and is making their way into the Pow-wow circle in a good way. A lot of these singers have been singing all their lives, and they're champion singers in their own right. Let's give a warm welcome to White Bull Singers. Whenever you're ready, White Bull. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, world champion hoop dancer Charles Denny. At this time, we are going to ask each of you, from one school, we're going to call upon each of the teachers. We want you guys to look around, pick the first person that you've seen, been respectful, showing well, and go ahead and send them down to the floor. One student from each school. Send them on down to the floor here as they get ready. Not every one of them is going to get a dance with the hoop since there's only 20 hoops, but they'll at least get to be out here to experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big part of Youth Day, is to get the students and the youth involved to participate in today's event. And each year during the hoop dance, we always give the students an opportunity to participate. And so all the students here will get a chance to learn, experience, and be part. And the students that are coming out, they've shown their school spirit and they've been well behaved. And right after this, we're going to be going right into the dance categories as we have dancers from throughout that are going to share. So I'll turn it on over to Charles Denny and he'll explain what's going to happen.
Let's all get in a circle. A big, big circle, kids. So today, how many of you guys as you watch the dance, how many of you guys think you know how to dance? Put your foot forward, yeah? You want to show us? Come right here. Put your foot forward. Yeah. I want you guys to follow her. Let's try that. Everyone with the hoop, let's follow her. Okay, with the kids with the hoops, I want to show you guys one thing. Yes. Yes. You guys think you can try that? Okay. This here is one move that I want to show you guys. Throw it forward, spin it back. See, you guys can be hoop dancers. Let's cheer them on, guys. We're going to let these guys display a little bit about the hoop dance. Jermaine, maybe one verse, please. Let's give these guys a hand. Okay, kids with the hoops, maybe pass it to someone who hasn't had a chance to dance. We can have you guys go sit back with your classes. Let's hear it for those kids who danced. Okay, we got a new group now. we probably will have 3 groups, so everything that we have done, do you guys remember the explanations, what I told those kids? Come forward if you guys have a hoop. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, do you guys remember how to spin it? Okay, this time, borrow this for a second. This time, put a foot in. And you're gonna step through it. Now try that. Incorporate those 2 moves. All right, Jermaine. Give these guys a round of applause. Let's hear it for them. Thank you, guys. Can you guys be kind enough and pass them on to the people who hasn't had a chance? Thank you guys for your participation. We're gonna need one more. One more? Okay. There's a hoop over here. You guys remember what I was teaching them? You did it? Can you guys do it? Spin? How many? Is there 2 more? I got 2 hoops in there. Yeah, there's 2 more in the bag. How are you guys enjoying the entertainment today? Okay, do you guys remember how to do them? This last move. Who didn't get a... I guess they left, huh? Yeah. All right, this is our last group. Last and final group. Let's all cheer them on with a round of applause. Jermaine's gonna sing a really good song, so let's see these kids dance. Give yourselves a round of applause for all participating. Thank you all kids for who come down, took a risk. I also call that a healthy risk. Some people, there's nothing wrong with going out and having a little fun. Makes you feel better about yourself. Thank you. As well as the Black Hills Powwow Committee, I want to thank them for having me here. I had a long ways, but I'm enjoying myself here, and I'm ready to see the powwow tonight. Maybe you guys will come back and check out the powwow and support the powwow this weekend. Thanks.
A round of applause for world champ dancer Charles Denny. All right, at this time, without further ado, we are going to go into the dance categories that you'll be seeing throughout the weekend. And just want you to hold your seats, hold your spots. And as we move into this part of the presentation, as you guys see the white bull singers here, the drum, historically, when you guys were all in your mother's womb, you could hear the heartbeat, your mother's heartbeat, And so that's the belief as Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, all the tribes. We believe that when we come into this world, that this drum then becomes the heartbeat of our people. And so that is why we wanted to have White Bull here today to represent that. And so that medicine that comes with the drum, it brings great things to our people. And when that drum started today, I could feel all the energy from each and every one of you. I saw students, I saw teachers tapping their legs, I saw students dancing in their seats. Well, that's what the drum brings. And the next, what you're going to see now is the dances. When our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our relatives, when they come to the gathering, to this powwow, and this is a social event, they feel good to see the dancers. It helps them to feel good inside because that brings healing. It brings great things. And this summer, I want to share my grandfather who lives, one of my grandfathers, his name's Emmett Eastman, and he ran in the Boston Marathon not too long ago. He drove from Sisseton, South Dakota, all the way to Wisconsin. And he danced every intertribal all weekend, and he didn't even have his regalia. He just went out there and danced. And I went up to him and I shook his hand, and I said, "Grandfather, it was good to see you out there. I'm glad you were out there dancing." And I said, "You drove all this way and you didn't bring your outfit?" And he said, "Takoja, when I'm out here dancing and that drum is singing, this is the greatest medicine in the world. This fights cancer. This fights diabetes. This fights all the illnesses that affect our people. That is why I'm out here dancing. That is why I drove across 2 states to dance." So at this time, we are going to share with you our dances that you'll be seeing throughout. And first up, we're going to have Rachel Kelly, Miss Chesapa Wachipina Oshkate. She's going to dance the women's traditional style of dance. And as she's making her way out here, let's give her a round of applause. She is wearing the women's traditional style of outfit, but as you look on her outfit, this takes many months, many years to create. You can see the regalia, the beadwork, which long time ago it was porcupine quills were used before beads were introduced to our ancestors. And then you can see the designs all across her regalia. It takes many hours, many months, many years to create this. And so I'm going to call upon White Bull to give us some of that drum medicine, give us some of that dance medicine from Miss Rachel Kelly for all the people, Rapid City area schools. Give it up for our singers and dancers.
Watch
A round of applause for Rachel Kelly. All right, next up we're going to call upon the Jingle Dress dancers, all Jingle Dress out to the center. And this year, ladies and gentlemen, we have our featured Jingle Dress dancer. She is a former student of Rapid City Area Schools, Stevens High School. She is currently a senior at Aberdeen Central, and she came back this weekend to be with us. Let's give a round of applause for Michaela Brighart. Also, another former student of Norwood Elementary, now living down in the great state of Oklahoma, where I just heard that Oklahoma City changed Columbus Day to Native American Day. Let's give them a round of applause. And Toja here, Wichakpi Cook Cooney. She is a former student of Norwood Elementary, and she drove all night to be with us today. Let's give her a round of applause. Also with us, we have the JAG specialist at Rapid City High School, Miss Jessie Rencounter. Let's give her a round of applause also. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular style of dance comes from us, from our Anishinaabe relatives, and this is a healing dance. But once again, the beadwork, the regalia, the amount of time that it takes to go into this dance is very treacherous in terms of the time that our grandmothers, our unchis, our mothers, the time that they put into making this regalia. And as you can see today, these ladies are going to wear it proud, so we're going to call them out to the center. Call them out to the center so you guys can use up this whole dance floor. That way these guys over here can see it, they can see it, they can see it. And the spotlighter, you could just keep the spotlight on the dancers throughout. So we're going to ask for 2 push-ups from White Bull. Whenever you're ready, White Bull singers. Round of applause for our Jingle Dress dancers. Round of applause for our Jingle Dress dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and relatives, right here in front of me, we had a late addition to the lineup. So I want to introduce to you a student, a 5th grade student from Robbinsdale Elementary, J. Lee Edwards. Thank you for being here today. All right, we're going to move on to the next categories. We're going to call upon the grass dancers. Come on forward, grass dancers. And this next category, the grass dancers, long time ago, there used to be about 30 to 60 million buffalo that roamed this continent. 30 to 60 million. And our ancestors used to use every part of the buffalo. Food, clothing, and shelter all came from the buffalo. Now you know why all us Indians hang out at Walmart. It's historically in us to get everything at one place, one time, just like the buffalo. So today, long time ago when the buffalo roamed, the grass was very tall and it would flow in the wind. And so we used to have our relatives go forward ahead and they would flatten the grass to prepare it for our relatives. And so when you see that grass dancing, that's where you can see the movements. That's what the grass dancers are. And that's what they represent. And with us today, let's give a round of applause and a welcome for Jay Knight. Is he here today? Here he is right over here. Also with us today, all the way from Oklahoma, a former student of Norwood, Toshka Wakia Kukuni. Let's give him a round of applause. And a student from Central and Rapid City High. Right here, as you can see, the regalia, William Black Bear. Let's give him a round of applause also. And we have a 6th grader from Bismarck, North Dakota, George Gillette. Let's give him a round of applause. White Bull, give us 2 push-ups for these grass dancers. Watch their movement as they dance on this dance floor today. A round of applause for our grass dancers. Moving on to the next category, we're going to call upon all the women's and girls' fancy out to the center. And this year's fancy shawl dancer, our special delegate today, is a freshman at Black Hills State University. And she is our reigning Miss Chasapa Wachipina Oshkate, former student of Rapid City Central High School. Make some noise for Sabrina Prayer. And also with us today, we have a freshman from Rapid City Central. Make some noise for Jaylee Runcounter. And also with us, we have a 5th grader from Norwood Elementary, and she is a mighty knight. Give it up for Kylie Walking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fancy shawl style of dance, and this dance derives from the women's traditional style of dance. And long time ago, one of our grandmothers, one of our relatives, wanted to express herself. Because when you watch the women's traditional dancers, it's a very graceful dance. But one of our ancestors wanted to get out here, and she wanted to express herself. And she put a shawl on, and she got out here, and she made the people feel good with her fancy shawl style of dance. So that's where this dance derives from. Give it up for the fancy shawl dancers. White Bull, you're on the air. Round of applause for our three fancy shawl dancers. That's what you call when you get out here to the center and the jamming song like White Bull just sang. The dancers are out here, they're feeling good. And that's what it's all about. All right, next up, we're going to call upon the men's traditional dancers. And with us today, we have a few delegates. One of our special guests is a Ate-Api mentor at Rapid City Central High School, Robbie Yellowhawk. And our next special delegate, and I'm actually going to have this next delegate speak a little bit today because we have some time. Next up, we have Black Hills Pow-wow President, Mr. Stephen Yellowhawk. Let's give him a round of applause. And I want Stephen to share a little bit about his dance and why he dances, because he has a good story. All right, Stephen.
Thank you. I'm very excited, encouraged to see all of you beautiful faces out there. It is awesome to be able to be part of the leadership to put this special youth symposium on. It warms my heart to see all of you that have come out and wanting to learn. And I didn't start dancing until I was 14 years old. I grew up here in the Rapid City School District. I went to Black Hawk Elementary. I went to Dakota Middle School. I went to Stevens High School, and I graduated from a private Christian school. And I didn't learn to dance till I was 14 years old. And I remember telling my grandpa, I said, "Grandpa, I want an Indian dance. I want to put on those beads and those feathers, and I want to dance to that drum." And my grandfather started to make my first regalia. And the first time I ever danced was here at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center on this same floor. The first time I stepped into a powwow circle. And it felt so good because I knew I was doing the traditional dances of my people. And the awesome part of this story is 1 year after I started dancing, my grandfather followed me and started dancing for the first time in his life at 62 years old. And here we are, years later, and I just feel blessed. I feel blessed. Dancing has taken me all over the world. I've been able to travel to Greece, Switzerland, Italy, Germany, all over the United States to share my dance, to sing, to share the stories of my grandfather. And I just want to encourage each and every one of you to pursue all your dreams, continue your education. We have a beautiful future ahead of us. And if we continue to treat people how we want to be treated ourselves, this will be a beautiful community, which it already is. Thank you for your time. Blessings upon all of you and your families. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it.
All right, so as you see in front of you, the men's traditional style of dance. Long ago, our Akichita, because I told you there was 30 to 60 million buffalo. We had many tribes around us. Our warriors had to go hunt those buffalo. And sometimes they wouldn't live through that hunt because of, sometimes there's around 80,000 buffalo in one herd. So they had to be very brave. They had to protect the women and children. They had to carry themselves with honor, with pride. And a long time ago, it was not honorable to kill. It was honorable to count coup instead. And that means you go up to your enemy, you have your coup staff, you knock them off their horse, then you go back. Because we had compassion. We did not want to kill another person. And so that is what the warriors represent, the Akichita. They are here to protect, and that is their first priority. And so as the traditional dancers are dancing today, they're going to be telling a story. They're going to tell a story of their family, of their ancestors, of their people. This is a traditional style of dance. And once again, you see the eagle feathers. Those are something that are earned. Long time ago, they were earned when you counted coup, or when you got your Lakota, Dakota name, or when you got something honorable. But today, our relatives still get these feathers with their Lakota, Dakota name, but they also receive feathers for graduating high school, for graduating college, for doing something great for your people. And so that is that's what you see for our dancers throughout the weekend. And so at this time, friends and relatives, we're going to go to the men's traditional style of dance. White Bull, you're on the air. Round of applause for our men's traditional. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to call forward a former Miss Chesapa Wachipi Naushkate, former Miss Black Hills. our very own Miss Lynn Cooney. Let's give her a warm welcome today, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm going to ask Lynn to do is I want to ask her to explain her regalia and why she dances, a little bit about her story before she dances today.
Hi, Matakiapi. I was asked to come and dance today, but I was a former Miss Black Hills Pow-wow in 2002. We dance traditional. Now the women traditional are kind of the least exciting. We dance in place and you'll see us turn, and we do that to support the men. A long time ago, if they were on a hunt or if they were at war, when they would come back, the women would dance and show that support for the men. When you see our wachipi, the women traditional dancers will be on the outside of the circle, protecting everything that's inside that circle and connecting everything to that heartbeat, that drum. So that's what the women traditional dancers represent. Our outfits have a lot of beadwork. They're pretty heavy. A long time ago, Lakota people, we wanted to make everything beautiful. We wanted to make everything look good so that people would know that we take a lot of pride in the things that we do. That's why you see all my beautiful nieces and nephews and relatives out here, and you'll notice their outfits and their costumes, and the way that we dress them is because we love them. They're sacred. We want them to look nice and honor their families by dancing. So my outfit is actually about the Battle of Little Bighorn. Yeah, it was a fight a long time ago against the U.S. cavalry, and it was the Battle of Little Bighorn, and that time Lakota people won. Yeah, we took that American flag, and that's what you see on the back of my dress, and you'll see on my purse, Sitting Bull's dream about the cavalry coming. So I dance for my people, my family, for those who can't, and for those who have gone on to the spirit world before me, our grandmas that taught us this way of life. So that's what my dance is about, and I want to invite Miss Kesapa, Rachel Kelly, she's also a traditional dancer, to join me.
All right, at this time, we're going to invite some students out. So once again, each school send another representative to come out here and make a full circle. We're going to perform what we call a nasloha. It's a round dance. And we're going to ask all those students, each student from each school, you guys are going to choose the best students that have been sitting still, have been showing respect, showing the Lakota Dakota values, carrying themselves well. As soon as they all get here, the traditional dancers will make a full circle with them, and they're going to dance with them, nasloha, because that's part of the Youth Day, is to get our students involved, get them to participate. And so you guys, when you all the students, make one big circle. Make one big circle, and Lynn and Rachel are going to teach you guys, they're going to show you guys how to do the round dance. Don't get this confused with the rain dance. Long time ago, did you guys ever used to watch those old Western movies, John Wayne? Your grandparents probably did, but when you heard the drums, right away they got scared. But that's the exact opposite. The facts today are this: the drum, the songs, they are not a scary part of our culture. They're a great part of our culture, our way of life. And so as this dance goes, as White Bull sings this song, we're going to ask all you great students, and even all you students that are sitting in the stands, we're going to ask you to cheer upon your own school representative today. And you guys, when the drum starts, you guys are going to step to your left in a big circle. All right? So you guys are going to go clockwise. All righty? Are you guys ready? Maybe a little bit bigger circle. If you guys can move out a little bit. There you go. There you go. All right, White Bull, whenever you're ready. round dancing as we get ready for Chesapa. Wachipi na Oshkate. All right, everybody move to the left. Step to the left. Watch Lynn. Watch the other dancers. All right, give it up for all your classmates. All your classmates in the center today. Round of applause for all our round dancers. You may be seated, students. Thank you. Thank you for being brave and for coming out. Take your time, no running. If you run, you're going to have to start over as your teachers say, hey. Thank you for coming out here today. Ladies and gentlemen, as they are getting seated, we've saved the best for last. The men's fancy dance category. At this time, we're going to call forward a champion dancer all the way from the Sichangu, Lakota Oyate. And dancing has been part of his life. His parents are champion dancers. His brothers and sisters are champion dancers. And he is a good kola. He also plays, are you still playing football, Chunku? He plays football for Haskell University down in Kansas. And when he's not playing football, he's working out. He's working hard. He's going strong in the weight gym, running. Because when you dance men's fancy, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort. And this is one of the most exciting dances that you will see at our celebrations across the nation. So as you see his regalia, once again, many hours, many months, many years at times, to prepare to dance this style. You see the regalia, all the designs. You see his outfit. And Chunku is nice enough to be with us here today, this weekend, and he's going to be dancing in the competition. Each of our dancers this weekend, the adult dancers, will be dancing for a first place $1,000. And Chunku is going to be dancing in the competition this weekend. Let's hear it for Chunku One Star, right there, yeah, in the air. Make some noise! Make some noise for Chaku Rockstar! What did I tell you? That we saved the best for last, and you guys got a treat because that is one of the best dances in terms of the excitement, the energy that comes along with that. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be calling upon our next presenter. He is the coordinator of the Ate-Ape program at the elementary level. He is also an enrolled member of the Sichango Lakota Oyate. And he is going to be performing some of his music today. And he also has some special guests that have come to us to be with us to help with his performance. Give it up for our very own Mr. Gunnar Krogman.
Thank you, Whitney. All right. It's good to see everybody back here again. Who was all here last year for the Youth Day Symposium? All right, there was a lot of us, and I know there's even more here this year. So I'm really excited to be here again, and I'm honored that they brought me back again. So since everybody else stole what I was going to say, all the other presenters, no, I'm just kidding. My message before I get started with my performance, I just like to encourage the youth to accept, look inside themselves. We all have an energy, a spirit inside of us that we're able to take that energy and we're able to let it out into the world. And sometimes with all the things going on with TV, at school, people around you, you pick up negative energies and you bring them into yourself, and it messes with your balance, with your mind, body, and spirit. So I just encourage you to accept yourself and work on yourselves, which is something I wouldn't tell you something that I'm not practicing myself. All my life I've been trying to work this, and I'm still finding myself. So just to let you know, it's a lifelong journey to find that balance. So that's what I like to share with all of you. Try to remember everything that was presented today. Take nothing but good out of it, and have fun, and I hope you enjoy my performance.
Dreams become vision. Things become reality. Hey, hey, okay. Dreams become vision. Dreams become reality. Hey, hey, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. I wish I could do this. I try so hard, but when I try, I have no drive. So I give up, and instead of keeping my head up, I stand up and close my eyes. All of my wishes are granted only in my sleep. I see myself out in front of the crowd, and it's chanting my name now. You made it, you did it. I say to myself, but when my eyes open, and it was all real, I realized I have control of my life until you wait, and you'll see at night, and you're sleeping with the limit, give it a minute, and you dreams to be reality now. Sing! Vision becomes dreams, dreams become vision, visions become reality, dreams become legendary, become legendary. Become legendary, Hey.
Good job, guys. You guys, welcome to the Bears. They're here to dance with you guys. Somebody get out here. Froggy, go get somebody and let them dance with you. You guys go pick a student and let them dance with you. Yeah.
How many mistakes must I make before I break the pattern and then happily ever after? For sure, this chapter will be great cause I found the one, I found her, she's the one, and I know, one of a kind, she down to ride with me, the only one on my side, by my side like, whoa, hold up girl, no getting too close, is it close enough for my soul, till I get inside your eyes and you pull me, closer to heaven, I feel 11 years old, first girlfriend and butterflies flying like Cupid's here, with arrow and bow, blasting us up and everlasting our love, forever backing me up, through high and low, she makes me lose control, and I know I'd like to make you mine, and I know that you're one of a kind, and I know I'd like to make you mine, and I know she makes me lose control.
Everybody clap your hands.
Without this wonderful girl, sun won't shine. The one on my mind, she's the kind. She walks in the door and lights up the room. That the girl that'll say I do.
Hey guys, if you're out here, you're dancing. Okay, let's pause it over there real quick. Good job, guys. Look at all of you who came out. Did we have this many bears to pick one person to come out and dance? It's all right. Hey. Okay, if we're gonna be out here, I need everybody who came out to go to the edges on the cement side, okay? And you can stand up, that's fine, because at concerts, it's good to stand up and get into the music, all right? Okay, all the bears, you can come out to the middle as soon as we got everybody on the outside of the floor. Okay, real quick, I need everybody to quiet down while I introduce somebody. Okay, oh yeah. We'll see the bears back here in a little bit, okay? Okay, 1 second. I'd like everybody to quiet down and listen. I have a special guest who wants to share something with you. Okay, I know. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like the bears, because it's all about having fun and about you guys seeing this kind of performances and learning. And okay, now that we're all quiet, I'm gonna let Miss Tiny DeCory take over, and she has something to share with you quick.
How you guys doing? Do you like the bears? What about Gunner? Yeah. We are the Bear Program. We're from the Pine Ridge Reservation, and we go into schools just like your schools, and we want you to be excited about reading with our program. So that's how we started, asking the kids and families to be excited about reading. And then it opened the doors for us to do so much more. So if you would like us to come into your school, get a hold of us. We have a 2-hour show, and we can split it down into half for you guys, because we want you to know that life is important. Right now we're going to talk a little about life's challenges. You know, in Native country, we are putting our people in the ground. They are committing suicide. Some of you know what it is and some of you don't, but it's when we take our own life. And I wanted to share just a few pointers with you because there's some important things that you're going to do in your life. Right now is education. What are you doing about your education? Are you getting along with your teachers? Are you working hard in the classroom? Are you working hard in the classroom? You high school kids, are you looking at colleges? Have you decided where you're going to go to school? Because you know education is the only way out. You can be successful. But if you struggle with everyday life and you believe that there is no hope, then you're only harming yourself. Education is the key, my friends. What about your parents? Are your parents involved? Yes. Are you listening to your parents? Are you making good choices? Sometimes we fall, we stumble, and we have struggles in our lives. Especially you high school kids. I'm out there 24/7. Not just on the Pine Ridge Reservation, I go all over, and the Bears go all over. They're mentors, they're gatekeepers. They work in suicide prevention, postvention, and education. It's how we deal with our struggles. If somebody bullies us at school, how many of you got bullied at school? Are getting, yep. Okay, now how many of you are the bully? Thank you for being, are you, where, I didn't see no hands. None of you are bully? So that means nobody's getting bullied at school in here. Do I have any bullies in the crowd? I see one hand. Holy moly, y'all fibbing me. But think about it. If we don't know how to handle being bullied at school, then we think about bad things about us. I don't want to go to school today. The teacher does nothing. I tell teacher says to ignore it. And you can't. So how are you going to deal with bullies at school? I guess the message that I'm trying to say is life doesn't hand us the best, but we have to make good with what life is giving us. Make adjustments. Coping skills is important. In Indian country, it's sad, but I'm going to tell you, in Native American country, we have the most suicides. On the Pine Ridge Reservation, we are at suicide number 20 since the middle of December. And they're young people. Our youngest was 12. So we have to look at life and celebrate life every day. Can you say life? Say, I love myself. I love life. I'm worth it. Now look at your friend to your left and shake the hand. Look at your friend to the right and shake their hand. Now turn around and look at your friend and say, gee, you got greasy face. Thank you.
Hey, let's give a hand out for Tiny D. Let's give her a hand. Okay, let's get back up. Next song. Okay, let's quiet down. Who all knows this song? Okay, let's hear you sing it with me. It's a cover. Ready?
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Yeah, now who knew all the planes we flew few good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and dance, but something told me it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different and see a bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place, see you in a better place. Yeah. Now how can we not talk about family, what family love that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be looking for the last time. Let the light guide your way. Yeah, hold every memory as we go. Sing it. Now every road we take. Everybody sing. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Thank you guys. Okay, last song. And let's all make our way out to the edges again one more time, okay? Ready? Okay. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody say hey! Hey, hey! Hey, no running out here. Alright, no running. Hey, hey, hey! Alright.
I know life sometimes seems impossible. It's a roller coaster that flies and slow. Can't press rewind, go back to before you fell down. Now you wanna jump overboard. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down and up, yeah. Sometimes you drink it, how you picture. It's all in your head, can't get ahead, cause how you living. Don't have a bed to call your own, no place to call home. On a chase, you're alone. Life's a waste, is what it takes to be a king on a throne. I promise, I ain't afraid to be honest. On a day I ran away, had better days. The worst was upon us. My mom worked her hardest, taught me to love no matter what. She always loved me regardless. Let me ask you where your heart is. That's where the start is. The star was born inside of you all along. Reach up, that's where the bar is. That's where you said it. Who said you can't make it? You must prove it wrong. I say you contemplate like, what should I do? I guess I gotta do it all. Work to finish up school. I go in hibernation. I can't keep the people waiting. Keep these tracks in circulation. Good vibes, keep vibrating right. Good vibes be vibrating right. Yeah. Good vibes be vibrating. I know life sometimes seems impossible. It's a roller coaster that rides and slow. Can't press rewind, go back to before you fell down. Now you wanna jump overboard. It goes up and down, 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 yeah, up, yeah. I wrote a century, writing music. Eventually I had to do it for real. Be myself and be real. Do my part to fulfill what was always in my heart since I started making music. I parted from making music, so part of my absence. Since I can remember, our people in need of hope. Our children in need of better. Our people were trying to cope with our past being broke so faster. Stereotype when they don't know our past is the condition. Living in these conditions on land that's always ours. Saying that it was given, can't make it about a living. Our task is our decision. Are we gonna give up or last with our traditions? We're fighting for our lives, the outcome won't lie. The stats of suicide, it's hard out here. Praying so hard out here, yeah. We're fighting for our tribes, our strength and our pride. Our lasted genocide, it's hard out here. Praying so hard out here. Sometimes it's impossible. It's a roller coaster that rides and slow. Can't press rewind or go back to before you fell down. Now you wanna jump overboard. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, wait. Up
Everybody sing it with me. Sing it with me. Goes up and down, 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 up and down and up. Listen, you're an individual, surrounded by people. You are who you become. Together we're strong. Get along as a race, as a people, as one. Thank you very much. You guys are crazy. I bet. Wait. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Okay, everybody listen up. We all need to make it safely back to our seats. Thank you, you boys. Let's go, get up, no pushing. Come on, everybody, stand up. See if your friends are okay. Okay, is everybody okay? I hope everybody's okay.
Can I take a picture with you?
After this. Okay, everybody make it back to your seat, please. Thank you so much. I think we needed some crowd control there. Hi, Mary. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. That's the last performance for the day. Thank you, everybody. Give a round of applause for these dancers, also known as the Bears. Thank you. You guys did awesome. Thanks for performing with me.
Well, how about a round of applause for Gunnar Krogman, Tiny, Nicole, and the Bears. All right, I'd like to have all dancers, all presenters out to the center one more time. You're not going to dance, but just come out and we want to acknowledge you. Call all dancers, presenters, those of you that were involved with the Youth Day festivities, and about 11:20, we're going to start dismissing the first groups. But at this time, I just want to call upon the drum group, the dancers, Mr. Yellowhawk, any of the Pow-wow board members, if Junior Bradley and his Indian education staff, if any of you guys are free, all the dancers, come on out to the center. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes many months to plan this event. And some days, we just never know what's going to come of it. Some days we never know because we live in a city that's diverse as Rapid City. And as we live here, we see the many different races that live here in the Black Hills. But our message today was to promote unity. Our message today was to help you understand that no matter where you come from, no matter who you represent, we're all one, we're all humans. And it doesn't matter because the Creator sees us all as the same. All races, if you look at the medicine wheel, black, white, red, yellow, it represents all the races. And so we want to share with you guys, you students, as you become adults, do not bully, do not hurt one another. Help each other up. Work hard so that you can make a difference in this world. So that you guys can all be leaders. Because your teachers, your principals, the superintendent, all the individuals out here in this circle, we all want you to do good things. And we all love you because you guys are all sacred. All children are sacred. That's what we believe as Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, and all tribes. So one last time, let's give the loudest round of applause and holler for all the presenters for Youth Day. Thank you. Good job. We want you guys to take that energy with you, and as you become adults, we want you guys to keep working hard to be accepting of others if they're different than you. No matter what skin color they have, we want you guys to show respect for other cultures. We want you guys to be our future leaders. The 4,000 of you that are here today, when you become adults, we want you guys to be leaders and to fight for equality. Fight that we all take care of each other and that there's no more racism in Rapid City and no more racism in the United States and across the world. All right. Keep that energy, and we want you guys to finish off the school year strong. Are we ready for dismissal? We're getting ready for dismissal. Dancers, presenters, thank you. You are excused, and good luck this weekend at the Wachipi.